This video is brought to you by Knowledge at W.P. Carey, an online business resource published by the W.P. Carey School of Business at Arizona State University, and the Communications Institute, a nonprofit organization dedicated to the discussion of critical issues in society.
We need a program of work visas that will allow people to work temporarily in this country, to come in for seasonal employment and leave. We need to know who those people are. We need to know their skills. We need to know where they're going. But we need that system. We can't do without it. Agriculture needs that system. Secondly, we need a system that invites people with skills to come in and work in this country for a period of time that's predictable, more than 6 months, and then allows them to leave when that is over. That is a temporary but longer work program for skilled workers. And then we need a vast and massive expansion of the technical visas, which are called the H-1Bs. For some reason, and I know there are many reasons actually, but none of them very good, Congress has only issued about 70,000 of those visas every year. Now that's an absurdly small number. It's gone like that. Within hours before the visas actually become eligible for being taken, they're all gone. Congress needs to vastly expand that program. So we need a visa program that addresses temporary workers, one that vastly expands skilled workers. I'm all in favor of people coming into the United States who have something to offer this country if there is a demand for their labor in this country. That's real important. Our country is founded on the willing participation of non-Americans to become Americans, willingness to do that. And we define ourselves that way. We're not defined by a church, we're not defined by a creed, we're defined by people who come into this country. What we want are people who have the skills, the means, and the willingness to become Americans, or who have the willingness to work here for a while and then leave. And that's the labor policy that I think Congress should pursue, and they're trying to. Whether they ever will is another question.
We actually have a system in place that allows immigrants to come here legally. The problem is we have a backlog in the applications. It takes us 15 years to do the applications, to even look at them. So that's what we need to fix, is the efficiency, not the system.
I think that we certainly need a guest worker program to enable as many guest workers as our economy can accommodate to work here. I think that it would eliminate the tremendous costs and environmental degradation along the border if this would occur. It would reduce also the violence and the desert deaths. And it would take out the middle people, the coyotes, who smuggle people across the border. So I think that a guest worker program would solve an awful lot of our problems.
I think our U.S. economy continues to create jobs for low-skilled workers, and yet the pool of Americans available to fill those jobs continues to shrink, and yet our immigration system has no legal channel for peaceful, hardworking people from Mexico and elsewhere to come in and fill those jobs. And I think absent that legal channel through comprehensive immigration reform, we're going to continue to have widespread illegal immigration. Enforcement efforts without reform are doomed to fail. We're just spending a lot of money and making the problem worse.
I think unequivocally we need some sort of guest worker program, and we need some sort of cohesive national policy, which we don't have at this time. I'm not an expert on guest worker programs, but I certainly think that there are a number of models around the world that we can pick and choose from and take pieces from that can fit our economy and our culture and make it a win-win for everyone.